Hi everyone. Is it just me, or do some of you get like this as well? I've got about 5 or 6 projects on the go now, having promised myself that I'd try and discipline myself and just stick to one. And of all the things I've got going on, this is the only group of figures that I can actually put some paint on at the moment. Everything else is paint drying, glue drying, got to wait a couple of hours. So I've had these figures, they're Krantara Jacobite Rebellion government forces. I've had them primed up, ready to go for a good 6 weeks now, and haven't touched them. As I say, they're the only thing I can work on at the moment, so I thought I'd make a start on putting some paint on them, and immediately I get sort of frozen, almost paralysed by doubt and uncertainty about what the appropriate colours are, which you'd think would be pretty straightforward for, red coats. But I want to paint them up as the 4th Regiment of Foot, Barrel's regiment in the 1745 rebellion. And I know that their facing colours are blue. Now, blue is a facing colour that is reserved for royal regiments. So I've got a number of source books and so on, not a vast amount, and I've always got the internet to fall back on as well. And I'll show you what's causing me my doubt and hesitation. So here we've got a few source books. Let's zoom out a little bit to get a bit more in the shot. So let's start with this one, the Osprey book, the Jacobite Rebellions, 1689 to 1745. And in here there is a very useful image of a drummer from Barrel's regiment in 1746. So I've got brilliant direct kind of reference to a figure that I need to paint up. I've got a drummer in that group, and you can see that he's wearing blue breeches. And the description in the back of the book says, since it was a royal regiment, so that confirms that it was a royal regiment, he wears a red coat, face blue, with a special lace differing slightly from the blue zigzag worn by the rest of the regiment. Doesn't actually mention the breeches though. Now my issue is, in a royal regiment, this is another photograph here, not of the 4th, this is the Scotch Fusiliers, I think the 21st, but definitely in a royal regiment like this, the drummers and the grenadiers, I'm perfectly happy, had blue breeches. In this particular Osprey, there is a plate, there's that same picture, figure that was on the front. This figure here is actually a private from the battalion company of the 4th Foot, and unfortunately you can't see what colour breeches he's wearing. The sort of leggings just go up and conceal that spot there. In this book here, Cumberland's army, the British army at Culloden, there's a very nice black and white plate from the clothing book of 1742 showing a figure from Barrel's 4th Regiment. Obviously you can't tell what colour his breeches are, but he is a battalion company. I can't for the life of me find this image. I've found lots of other images in colour on the on the internet, plates taken from this book. Can't find Barrel's 4th Regiment, this particular one, in colour, because I want to know what colour should his breeches be. Are they red or are they blue? There are plenty of other images I've found where there are figures, battalion company figures depicted with blue breeches, so I'm kind of leaning towards painting the breeches blue. Again, the description of Barrel's regiment here just tells you that the facing colour was blue. Doesn't say anything at all about the colour of the breeches. Now the reason I've got the doubt in mind is this particular image here, which is quite a famous image of the Battle of Culloden, painted in the early 1750s by an artist called Morier, and it's believed that he used soldiers from Barrel's regiment to kind of pose for this painting. Now you can see quite clearly there are grenadiers there. They've got blue breeches, but when you look at this battalion company figure in the foreground here, let's try and zoom in a little bit, see if I can get it to remain in focus. Yeah, I think you can see there it's quite clearly got red breeches, and yet he is obviously a Royal Regiment. You know, even if it wasn't a figure from a different regiment, it's quite clearly a Royal Regiment because he's got blue facings, but his breeches are red. Really irritated, and I've just spent about an hour and a half, 2 hours. By now, all those other figures that I was waiting for the glue to dry on and the paint to dry on, I could be getting on with them again. Just don't know what to do. I think probably what I'm going to do is paint them blue. But if anyone out there knows, you know, for sure, or can point me at a colour reproduction, then I'll be very grateful. Thanks for watching.